So there's a new character in this book named Jack. And when I'm not in Utah, I describe him as a 3-year-old on crack. But when I'm in Utah, I describe him as a 3-year-old on caffeine. He's introduced and makes Evie's life even more difficult than it already was. Because she has to take gym. No one should have to take gym. Okay. I shook my head in disbelief at the creature standing in the middle of a dappled, sunlit meadow, gazing at me with its doleful brown eyes. My most cherished childhood possession, growing up in foster care, I didn't have many, had been one of those felt and marker posters I colored in myself, a unicorn rearing in front of a rainbow and a waterfall. I'd given it a multicolored mane, but kept the coat pristine white, as all unicorns ought to be. I daydreamed more often than was healthy that I'd somehow been transported into that velvet-lined fantasy, the unicorn mine, and together we'd ride off to a home behind the rainbow, happy and strong, and we'd never be alone again. That unicorn was power and magic and beauty incarnate. Apparently this unicorn hadn't gotten the memo. It was ugly. Like, seriously? Ugly. Coat a mottled brown and gray, horn a dingy, stubby thing, hair a matted mess. It looked more like a goat than anything else, with a small, filthy beard and square pupils. Oh, and the stench? Yeah, skunks have nothing on unicorns. The dank thing kept trying to nuzzle me while I did my best to dodge it. So much for dramatic images of knights on unicorn stallions, too. This creature couldn't carry a child, much less a man in armor. Its head barely came up to my chest, which added a whole new level of discomfort to its continued nuzzling attempts. Jack hung upside down from a limb of one of the surrounding trees. I couldn't place where we were, but it was warm enough that my coat was uncomfortable, and the sun filtered through the leaves in a green and gold haze. Really, the meadow itself was almost magical if the bleeping unicorn hadn't been messing up the idyllic setting. So, that's that. If you have my paranormal